Hi everybody, my name is Helen and I'm a digital content intern here at the Buffalo History Museum. Welcome to Experiencing Our Story with EOS, our bi-weekly video series in conjunction with the museum's podcast where we discuss historical figures and locations here in Buffalo. Today we're talking about the Ellicott Square Building located on the city block between Main and Washington. Built over 130 years ago, this office space is more than meets the eye and holds a unique part of Buffalo's history.
Joseph Ellicott, its namesake, worked for the Holland Land Company as the chief of survey. In 1797, he laid out the village of New Amsterdam, fondly referred to as Buffalo Creek, and later shortened to just Buffalo. The east side of Main Street, extending all the way from Swan Street to Eagle Street, was considered the most desirable part of the village, so he reserved this area for his own private residence. For generations, his family retained this property, known as Ellicott Square. In 1885, the Ellicott Company commissioned architects Daniel H. Burnham and Charles to design what they called an office block. Burnham was an architect and city planner who, through his firm D.H. Burnham & Company, laid out plans for Chicago, Cleveland, San Francisco, and Baltimore. Atwood was the primary designer in the firm, as well as the designer-in-chief of the World's Columbian Exposition. The building took only a year to complete and opened on May 30th, 1886. It was based off of Atwood's design for Richardson's Marshall Field wholesale store in Chicago. At the time of its completion, it was the largest office building in the world. It is nearly 300,000 square feet with 10 floors, 60 offices, 40 stores, and a central court. In its Italian Renaissance style, it was meant to replicate the magnificence of the Roman and Florencia palaces. The exterior is terracotta with walls of granite, iron, and terracotta on the second floor. In 1971, the cornice and unstable decorative lions' heads were removed and it was painted a pearl gray. Inside, the central court is made up of Italian marble, a glass roof, a mosaic floor, and 2 grand staircases. The floor was designed by William Winthrop Kent, and 23 million pieces of imported Italian marble made up the mosaic, depicting the sun symbols from civilizations from around the world. Red oak was used for the woodwork, and maple made up the floors. Each office had a marble wash bowl, individual coat closet, electric lights, steam radiators, and a telephone that could reach every other office in the building, all considered groundbreaking at the time. The building held banking and insurance offices, medical and dental care, baths and barber shops, retail and flower shops, and restaurants. On the very top floor, there is the exclusive Ellicott Club. In 1886, the restaurateur Ellsworth M. Statler visited Buffalo on his way home from a fishing trip in Canada. Immediately captivated by the space, he asked John Scatcherd if he could operate a restaurant in the building. Scatcherd initially turned him down, saying Buffalo was not a restaurant town, and most people returned home to eat during breaks and after work. Ultimately, Statler was given the go-ahead and immediately redesigned his restaurant. He introduced a new serving table that he had designed that had separate compartments for cutlery, condiments, and bread and butter. He replaced his French chef with a Buffalo chef, offered full-course lunches paid in advance for only 25 cents, launched a new ad campaign, and hid $5 coins in servings of ice cream to entice customers. Statler's restaurant was incredibly successful, and his brother William opened up a second restaurant on the Swan Street side after the original within the building closed in the 1920s. Statler's success within the Ellicott Square Building paved the way for his start in the hotel industry, including Statler City, that is still in business a few blocks away. In 1896, the Ellicott Square Building held the Edisonian Hall in the basement, which was an exhibit space that displayed some of Thomas Edison's inventions to the public, such as the phonograph, kinescope, and the vitascope. The following year, the vitascope was given its own theater, marking it as the oldest theater ever dedicated to motion pictures. The theater was lavishly decorated in white and gold, with a velvet carpet, plush hangings, electric lights, a proscenium arch on the stage, 9 orchestra rows, and seating for approximately 75 people. The building was even used in the 1984 movie The Natural as the set of the hotel scenes. The Ellicott Square Building's fascinating story, as well as its gorgeous design, makes it a staple in Buffalo history.